Oh, so the final whistle was gone, folks, and the Hawthorns and Blackburn Rovers open up their campaign with a defeat. That's right, 1-0 loss to West Brom. Not the greatest spectacle, if we can be honest with you, with the championship campaign. The football was scrappy, not many chances, to be fair, especially from a Blackburn Rovers point of view. Not great, and I think we were lucky that we got a goal. When I say I mean the game. The game was scrappy, not much in it. Honestly, Rovers will go away from this with more questions than answers. I think our attacking exploits were minimal. Hashi tried as he may, chased down most balls, but ultimately couldn't make anything out of it. I think we had about 5, maybe 6 efforts. I don't think any of them were on target. And the changes that were made, yes, were a bit more encouraging. We saw Cargbo coming on, Big Mac Gay, and City Tavares amongst others. Lewis Miller got his debut as well. And honestly, I don't know who came out of that with any credence, any bonus points, didn't give me much hope. But let's take a look at the fundamentals here. Rovers going to West Brom. It was always going to be a tricky start to the campaign. West Brom were always going to be fancied. If you look around all the predictions out there, everyone has us expected to struggle. Everyone probably tipped West Brom to win. I was a little bit more optimistic, hoping that we could get a draw. But ultimately, we didn't have the attacking nous. I could say that, though. We're looking back at the game itself. The goal for West Brom was a scrappy one. We could have done much better in the back and maybe could have denied West Brom that opportunity. So a kind of ropey start for our defensive players. Later on in the game, first half anyway, opportunity for a penalty for Rovers. Ohashi got in front of a man. I honestly, even with my unbiased blue and white tinted glasses, would say that was a penalty. I think if a referee would play that back, or if VAR was involved, it would have also been classed as a penalty. So Rovers, kind of had that one opportunity, but ultimately was not given. And then the changes happened, and really there wasn't much options. There wasn't much opportunity to get excited. So concerns. We have some major concerns moving forward. But let's be honest, the game was West Brom. It was tough. It was always going to be a tricky place to go. They're going to be top 10, top 8 at the end of the season, and hopefully we're going to be alongside them as well. I think a lot of players, a reality check was needed. We got to saw Axel start, and yes, there was some brashiness at the start to kind of stamp his authority on it, but realistically he had more touches on people than he did with the ball. I think he only had 15 touches on the ball, so he of course was preferred ahead of Cantwell due to an injury. And I think we missed that creativeness from Cantwell. So Axel may know how to rough a player up a little bit, but at the moment his creativeness is not there. It's not on display for Rovers. So we need to hopefully bounce back. We've got an opportunity to bounce back quickly against Bradford City on Tuesday. And hopefully we'll see the likes of a Malachi Matthews start, maybe Tavares to start from midfield, just to get some regular minutes in some players. Scotty Wharton was also a little bit hard done by not to get on the pitch. A few moans and groans at the start of the match from Rovers fans about the team selection. But honestly, a 1-0 result isn't that bad. It's just how we go from here. Do we follow that with a shit show performance against Bradford City in the Cup, and also do we also have a shit show performance in our first match at Ewood Park in the league against a hotly tipped or hotly expected to do well Birmingham City? So we'll see how it goes. But Rovers, back to the drawing board. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer about it. I think it was a tough game to start, and just one moment was enough for West Brom. Anyway, we'll be back. Non-stop coverage for Rovers continues. I'll see you soon. I'm out. Subscribe.